Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all of my little MFers out there, of course. All right, there's the clock. See? It's 8 o'clock. Let's get that clock right there. See, big hand on the 12, little hand on the 8. It is 8 o'clock, and we are live on Facebook. Yes, we are. It is our March. Oh, I didn't realize I was wearing this shirt. I'm wearing one of my work shirts. Hello, Big Sexy. How are you? Hello, Caitlin. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And actually, you know what? We always talk about positivity, always. And I just want to do a little shout out there for everybody that that we do deal with negativity all the time. But we've been losing a lot of people lately. Yeah, a lot of young people are dying young. So always remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you have that chance, reach out to someone that you care about. All right, because you never know. In a blink of an eye, they could be gone. So, if you have that on your shoulders where you're like, I want to go talk to this person, I want to say this, don't keep pushing it off. Reach out, talk to them, let them know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, welcome to this edition of MFers Live. It is our tea time Thursday. We got a whack-load of facts here for you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's see here. Take a sip here. All right, we're going to get some shout-outs on the go. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Debbie. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, today is our Tea Time Thursday. So, yes, we have our facts going on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's hear it. Oh, hello, Gordo. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, got the thumbs up from Gordo. Yes. All right, guys, we're going to do some quick shout-outs here. And, of course, as our special guest with us, we have Nacho the Cat with us, hanging out with us in the studio. And, yes, he's leaning up against the toque, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can get your hands on these. All right, these are like $25 a piece, or you can take the TT deal and get yourself a toque and a ticket. Yes, you see the little. I'm not going to take your ticket, I promise. All right. So see, Nacho's holding his ticket. This is his entrance to the show. Yes. What number are you, anyways, buddy? Ooh, Nacho is number 28. Going to win some prizes, buddy. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, always you guys want your tickets. Don't forget that if you get a ticket, make sure you hold on to it, because that night we're going to be drawing numbers. And the number of your ticket could be you to win a prize that night, yes. Hello, Angie. It's great to see you. Say hi to Hubby for me. Can't wait till we come back up and chill at your house to see if we can see some paranormal. All right, guys, you ready for this? All right, so this is Mez. All right, Mez is from Australia. Yes, she is. She's one of our Australian MFers, ladies and gentlemen. That's cool. It is. All right, who else do we have here? All right, we have Derek M. All right, my hair is just my hair's always brushed. It's all nice, but just puffs out. All right. So, see, got a little list here. All right, you guys ready for this? All right, so this one's upside down. All right, we have Berna Lockman. What else do we have here? Oh, Timmy Plan. That's our Joker on duty all the way from, you know what? And I just had it on the tip of my tongue, and it just brain farted it. I did. I totally did. Oh, Wyerton. That's where he is. Wyerton. All right, and then we have Rosalie Mike. There you go. Hello, Freedom. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I keep shooting those into the printer. Oh, yes. All right, who else do we have here? Oh, Salem Agro. Yes, this is one of our MFers all the way from Algeria, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. See, we are worldwide, yes. And then we have Stephen Trento. Hello, Sandy. Thank you for tuning in. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, today is the 29th of March. So make sure you go back and every stream from the 1st to the 20th, and including today as well. Company at the moment. Got to go. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, Freedom. It's always great to see you. Hello, Bill. Thanks for tuning in. Look, Gordon Cameron. There you go, buddy. You got yourself a shout out. Hello, Bill. How are you doing, buddy? Oh, look, we got another one for Salem. Of course, Salem. You got to pop in here, buddy. You got a double shout out today so far, buddy. Here's one of our MFers all the way from the Philippines, Ori Amaji. Yes. So right now it is 8:04 p.m. right here live in the studio in Guelph, Ontario. So it's 8:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all the way in the Philippines, it's like 8:04 a.m. Yeah. All right. And then we have, Yvette Prince. And then, of course, we have Becky Radke. Oh, you know that name. Becky Meiji, buddy. Yeah. All right. Becky Radke. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see. We're going to get all this organized. All right. Let's see how else. We're going to get this is our history, our good news. Mez, good day. Good day, Mez. And you just missed it. You know, Mez, you had a shout out. You just missed it. So, Mez, at the end of tonight's show, go back before 5 minutes. watched from the very first 5 minutes of the show, you got yourself a shout out because I was just saying how Mez was one of our MFers all the way from Australia. That's awesome. All right. So this is our good news in history for March 29th. So we're going to start off with a happy birthday to Eric Idle, who turned 75 years old today. He is a member of the groundbreaking Monty Python comedy troupe and author of the hit Broadway musical Spam-A-Lot. The actor, singer, songwriter, musician, and author was bullied throughout his school year, which he called the perfect comic training ground. So Idle studied English at Cambridge University, a year behind future fellow Pythons Graham Chapman and John Cleese. And yes, there is a YouTube clip you guys can check out. You can watch him and John Cleese interview each other on stage 3 years ago. That's going to be pretty funny, yes. All right, so a competent guitarist, Idle composed many of the group's most famous musical numbers, most notably, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life. And yes, there is John Cleese and Idle sitting there interviewing each other. And yes, that is the YouTube video to check out. All right, so we have more good news on this date. So the Republic of Switzerland was established back in 1978. The Knights of Columbus was founded by a Catholic priest to encourage benevolence and racial tolerance among its members. That was in 1882. Ooh. So Turkey, a nation of Muslims, officially recognized Israel back in 1949. Wow. So residents of Washington, D.C. were finally given the right to vote in U.S. presidential elections with the adoption of the 23rd Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Yes, that was back in 1961. Hello, Stephen Trento. Thanks for getting in, buddy. All right, so Vietnam began celebrating Veterans Day back in 1973. Led Zeppelin saw all 6 of their albums I can't answer those people. I can't. I'm sorry. All right. So, yes, Led Zeppelin saw 6 of their albums in the U.S. Top 100 chart in the same week, including their newest album, Physical Graffiti, at number 1, certified 16 times platinum. That is amazing. That was back in 1975. So, Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon album spent its 303rd week on the U.S. album chart, beating the record set by Carole King's 1971 album Tapestry. No, you didn't win a t-shirt. You had a shout-out, dear. You had a shout-out. Our prize draw is on Sunday. Yes. No, you got yourself a shout-out, yes. But, yes, we will be drawing the names this Sunday because right now we are on Thursday, so we got Friday and Saturday, and then we're going to be drawing those names on Sunday stream for sure. All right, let's do it here. All right, so yes, so we remained on the Billboard charts for 741 discontinuous weeks from 1973 to 1988, longer than any other LP in chart history, and that was in 1980, the year I was born. Oh, that's awesome. So Beatles records officially went on sale in the Soviet Union in 1986. So Serbs and Croats signed a ceasefire to end the war in Croatia. And that was in 1994. So that wasn't that long ago. I was only 14 when that happened. So 35 countries and over 370 cities shut off lights during Earth Hour for the first time. And the very first time was back in 2008. So marriage became legal for gay couples in England and Wales. And that was only like 4 years ago, back in 2014. And also on this date in 1795, German pianist Ludwig van Beethoven debuted at the age of 24 in Vienna. He surpassed his pianist father to become a virtuoso and one of the most influential composers of all time. He started going deaf several years later, and by his mid-40s could hear almost nothing, yet still composed some of his greatest works. He had not performed for about 13 years until he conducted the premiere of his 9th symphony. They had to turn him around to see the tremendous applause of the audience because he could hear neither it nor the orchestra. The masterpiece 9th Symphony, his final one, also became known as the Clerical Symphony because it was the first to use voices singing the verses of a poem, Ode to Joy, by Friedrich Schiller, with additions by Beethoven. So 3 years after the premiere, he died at the age of 56 in Vienna. So Franz Schubert, who died the following year and was buried next to Beethoven, was one of Beethoven's actual torchbearers. Ooh. And on this day in 1867, the U.S. Congress commissioned the Lincoln Memorial. So originally it was conceived as a monument to Union victory and the abolition of slavery, and would have placed Lincoln atop a tower made up of grateful freedmen as well as abolitionists and Union generals. But when Congress approved a memorial in 1911, an entirely different set of values dictated the project. Lincoln represented Union, not victory. Its frieze would feature the names of every state, North and South. The winning architect, Charles McKim, argued that every effort should be made to make the man transcend his worldly origins. Thus, the Greek temple design. Yes. So the Lincoln Memorial's inside this, and it totally looks like the Greek temples. All right, so we're going to share this off, ladies and gentlemen. See, I'm not going to knock you over, okay? I got you. Don't worry, buddy. All right, so we're going to share this off quickly. If it wants to work, there we go. All right, so that is shared off to the MFers Live Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go check that out. Check out the YouTube video with Idle and Cleese. It is actually from about 3 years ago. So, yes, Idle turns 75 today. Right on, buddy. All right, so see here. We're going to – oh, no, I didn't want that one. Oh, it totally just did not work out for me on that one. Okay, we're going to try this again. Try once more if it's going to work. All right, so see here. We're going to – oops. There it is. We're going to tweet it off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is shared off to our MFers Live Twitter page as well. All right, there we go. So we're going to open this up. We got all the volumes down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. All right, I can try to read everybody's comments as they come in now. Hello, Timmy. How are you doing, buddy? I'm doing awesome. Always positive. All right. Okay, so we're going to turn this around because those letters keep falling off in the back. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, today is our fact day. All right. So let's see here. So our first set of facts. Okay, well, that's the big fact. We'll save that till last. It's a huge fact.
Tackle it first.
All right. No, we're not going to tackle it first because I'll probably take the first half off. All right. We're going to go this way. All right. So where is it? Oh, of course. Not just okay. So we'll do this one first. I know. Here we go. All right. So then we'll go this way. All right. We'll do it this way. All right. There. I have them in order, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start with the small one first. All right. Our first set of facts. We're going to turn sideways. Bats. Yes. So let's see here. I'm going to get all intertwined here, all intertangled. All right. So the Bracken Bat Cave in Texas is the largest known bat colony in the world. Yes. With over 20 million bats live in the cave, which is more bats than then there are actually people living in Mumbai, India. So one of the world's largest human cities is Mumbai, India. And yes, there's more bats that live in that cave. So when the bats leave the cave, the group is so large that it looks like a huge storm on radar. Yes, the bats will eat over 200 tons of bugs in just one night. So researchers were surprised to find that the female short-nosed fruit bat, Cynophorus sphinx, performs oral sex or fellatio on males to prolong copulation. Although fellatio has been observed in juvenile members of the chimpanzee-like bonobo, this is the first time fellatio has been seen in adult animals other than humans. So researchers argue that for bats, fellatio likely has involuntary benefits. So some Mexican free-tailed bats can fly up to 250 miles. So that's for my American MFers out there. That's 402 kilometers in a single night. Yes, they can fly up to 10,000 feet. And yes, of course, my American MFers, that's 3,048 meters. All right, high and reach speeds of about 60 miles per hour. And yes, to the American MFers out there, that's about 97 kilometers per hour. Actually, sorry, that'd be us Canadians. My bad. Because we go by kilometers per hour, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So, yes. So, sorry, us Canadians. All right, us Canadians. It's 97 kilometers per hour. Now, that's some pretty big speeds. So, a small colony of bats can actually eat over a ton of insects in 1 year or more than 600 billion bugs. So, they help keep the bug population down. So according to Bat Conservation International, 150 big brown bats can eat enough cucumber beetles in one summer to save farmers $1 billion a year. Yes, those beetles would have had about 33 million larvae, which are what attacks the crops. So the world's largest bat is the giant golden-crowned flying fox, a rare fruit bat, and it has a wing spread.
Sky puppies.
Having a wingspread of about 5 to 6 feet. So it's about 1.5 to 1.8 meters long. That is huge. That is. That's like about that big. About that big? Yeah, I'd say about that big. All right. So let's see. We're gonna grab our fact folder here. All right. I guess we better write it down too, so we don't forget. All right. So our first fact is bats. All right. It's gonna go into the fact folder, ladies and gentlemen. All right. There we go. All right, so you know what? Before I forget, hello, Hunter. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. All right, so we're going to invite out, hello, Hunter. Yes, we're going to invite out our special, our performers that are going to come down and join us on May 4th. All right, so we're going to start off here. Let's see. We got there's District. All right, so there's District. Okay, we're going to go in order of the poster. All right, we'll go in order of the poster. All right. So let's see here. So can't forget, okay, we're going to start off with Mordecai. So that's 1/3. All right, so there's Mordecai sent out. Then we're going to send an invite out to Jigsaw. All right, there's 2/3 of it. All right, and we cannot forget Uncle Frankie. All right, so there is the Woodlawn Warriors invites sent out. And I know Jig likes coming in here and saying hi to us. All right, so let's see here. So there's 1/3. All right. I know everybody's popping in. Give me 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen, and I will go back and read everybody's comments. All right, so there's Big Dub. Can't forget BGAT. All right, and we cannot forget Deranged. Yes, because Deranged had his album that was one of the prizes. All right, who else do we have here? All right, so we have the one, the only. Oops, I guess it helped if I spelt his name properly. Yes, so there's Troublemaker. We cannot forget OGB. Where are you? There you are. OGB, can't forget you, buddy. Of course not, bud. All right, and then we got NTG Nate the Great. And then we can't forget Synosis. The G is silent. Synosis. See, I'm getting it. All right, like I said, I got to make sure that I have his name pronounced properly. I don't want to mess that up when I go on stage because I'm hosting it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. And we actually have I have some really cool news to tell you guys about that. All right, Mr. Jones is our special guest that's going to be coming down. And you know what? Speaking of Mr. Jones, I'm going to send his invite off right now. All right, so yes, so Mr. Jones is going on a Canadian tour called I Am Canadian Tour. And yes, we are invited when he comes back through the Guelph area. For his show that he's doing here in town. The original MFer is going to be hosting it. Oh, yes. The original MFer is totally hosting a Mr. Jones concert, yes. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will take you guys with me behind the scenes. Hello, Kat. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, of course I'll take you guys behind the scenes. Come on. But yes, I will be hosting Mr. Jones. And, I had the dates written down, and I don't know what those are right now. But it's not till June, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, of course, I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes, of course. And then when he goes off to London in June as well, I do believe that's 8th. I do believe it's the 8th of June. I'm going to be hosting the London show as well. Oh, yes. And then on the 9th in Windsor, we're going to be the media experts, I guess is what it is. The media specialists. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, when I go out there, I'm going to be bringing you guys with me as well. Hello, Kat. All right. All right, so we got some more facts here. All right. So here, oops. I'm going to cut right into the next set of facts. All right, you guys ready for this? All right, so this is Chernobyl. Yes. turn it sideways. See? Chernobyl. All right, you guys ready for this? Okay, so I don't want to knock all this stuff over. All right. So facts on Chernobyl. So before Chernobyl, the Soviets had another massive nuclear disaster in 1957 in the town of Ozorsk, which contaminated over about 20,000 square kilometers. It was a level 6 disaster. So Chernobyl and Fukushima were level 7s. So just one level below them. So making it the third most serious nuclear disaster ever recorded. The area was turned into a preserve to cover up the incident. The CIA knew of the incident, but also covered it up in order to protect the fledgling U.S. nuclear industry in hysteria. That's kind of scary, eh? So at the end of cleaning up Chernobyl, 3 men were forced to travel to the top of Reactor 3's chimney to hang a red flag. Due to high radiation levels, the entire operation had to be timed to last no more than 9 minutes. The reward was a bottle of Pepsi, which was a luxury back at that time. All right, and a day off. Yes, Pepsi was the preferred taste back then, I guess. All right, see what else we have here. Oh, hello, Jen. Jello, Jen. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so Slovak agriculture scientists grew soybeans in the irradiated zone of Chernobyl to see how they would adapt. The plants adapted within a single generation, producing more protective proteins, including one that is known to help protect human blood from radiation. Hello. Oh, Mary Jane's here too. Hello, Mary Jane. Thanks for tuning in. So yes, a Chernobyl fireman who claimed they didn't know that the Chernobyl meltdown flames were radioactive. 20 years later said, of course we knew. If we'd followed regulations, we would never have gone near the reactor. But it was a moral obligation, our duty. We were like kamikazes. Yeah. So environmental activists group Greenpeace once accidentally released a fact sheet which said, in the 20 years since Chernobyl tragedy, the world's worst nuclear accident, there have been nearly none. So let's see here. So there is a population of radioactive wild boars in Germany that are actually caused by the Chernobyl disaster, and their numbers is rising.
Oh, the fish too.
Oh yeah, and the fish, yes. It's kind of scary, eh? So the Soviet Union did not admit that a reactor had exploded at Chernobyl until nearly 3 days after radiation from the disaster set off alarms at a nuclear plant in Sweden, which is about 1,000 kilometers away. Yeah.
That's like that.
Oh yeah, it's huge. For 3 days later, and it's being activated that far away. I know. So being 2 days into the Chernobyl exclusion zone, the human body receives a radiation dose equal to 1 intercontinental flight. So a middle-aged operator at Chernobyl intentionally went into 515 kph per hour radiation fields to take emergency actions to prevent younger men from having to do so. So he received 5 times the amount of radiation needed to kill a human, and he saved many lives in the process. So see, MF for way, Come on, he sacrificed himself to help others, so that the younger ones didn't have to go in there and have to deal with the radiation. Hello, Rachel. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so I can make sure I spell this properly on the folder so that we don't get you guys duplicate facts here. All right, so Chernobyl. All right. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's actually a picture on there. I think they call it the elephant foot or something. It was some molten that came out. And it took a picture, and then the bot stopped. So somebody actually had to literally go in and get it and sacrifice themselves just to go get it, just so they can have that photo.
Yeah, there was some weird crap that went on there.
On my way to Guelph. Ooh, Rachel's on her way to Guelph. Right on. Hey, Rachel, if you're in the Guelph area, I have your prizes here. Because Rachel won prizes the other month. Yes. They're still sitting here because I haven't had a chance to send them out.
Please.
So, if you're on your way to Guelph, you know where we are. Come on. All right, all you have to do is come stop by the studio anytime. The door's always open, always. All right, so you know what? Should we read those facts or do some shoutouts? You know what? All right, we're going to do some shoutouts quick here. I know usually we wait until usually the halfway mark, but I know that the last fact is going to probably take the rest of the show on us. All right, so we have 2 sets of facts, though, because come on. I've been making sure that we have facts for our Comic-Con fans out there. Hello, Gavin. Gavin, one half of our deadly duo is sitting hanging with us. Hello, Gavin.
There's facts for everybody.
There's facts for everybody today, of course. We've had bats, yeah. We've had Chernobyl, and we have 2 more sets of facts, yes. And I know that one of my MFers is watching out there. I know you're watching, Grotto. I know you're out there. Oh, the last set of facts you're gonna love. I know you will.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah, now as Grotto's sitting back there contemplating, going, what facts would he have gotten from me? Think, buddy, think.
Well, I know which one it is.
And then we have
with them.
we have Kel Phoenix. We have here's one of our little MFers, Brady Miner. There you go, buddy. All right, let's see. Oh, Steven Trenton. I know you were in here earlier, Steven. Well, there you go, Steven Trenton. It's one of our cool MFers here. Leah Dubrick. And she's been busy. I know she has. She's been doing psychic practicing or learning. Yeah, that goes. And I just dropped on. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I dropped Mary Jane. Mary Jane, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you there, dear. All right. And then we have, Richardson Harper. All right. So supposed to get her. But almost lost one. All right. So then we have Mary Hall. Oh, Jazzy Wood Tilly. There you go. Say hi to Hunter. Hi, Hunter. How you doing, buddy? You know, Hunter, you have a button that not a button. You have a little, what's it, ringer? Bell. Little bell. You have a little bell I want. And look at this. James Conway. There you go. Yes, you have a little bell. And it's a cute little bell. It is. You know, like the ones you go up to a desk and you just ding, ding. And it says ring to cuddle. I got to get myself one of those. I do. Because, yeah, it's a cuddle bell. That'd be so cute. It was. All right. So, Hunter, you're watching, buddy. You guys, you ready to learn some facts, bud? All right. Now. Okay, this is what I mean late show. Okay, so we're going to pull this one out. This isn't that bad. I think this is like, what, 5 pages, 6 pages? Oh, okay. So this is the next set of facts we're doing. This is the other one. It's like huge, it's like 11 pages of facts. All right. He loves it. Okay, you ready, buddy? All right, so this, of course, a little on that for you should know this one too. All right, so this is for all my comic fans out there. You guys ready? All right, so Jon Favreau wanted Robert Downey Jr. To play the part of Iron Man because he felt the actor's past was right for the part. He commented, the best and worst moments of Robert's life have been in the public eye. He had to fight an inner balance to overcome obstacles that went far beyond his career. So that's Tony Stark. So Robert brings a depth that goes beyond a comic book character having trouble in high school or can't get the girl. So Favreau also felt Downey could make Stark a likable a-hole. See, I'm not swearing. Of course. Thank you very much. Of course. Always mad respects to the deadly duo, especially to you, Gavin. Thank you very much. Everybody that has, I love showing the stuff I did. Everybody has seen these posters. I've been handing these out all the time, all over the place. They love them. They love the work you did, bud. And like I said, this is really special. This is the very first poster that we have for our live event. So thank you very much, Gavin. If you guys need a poster design, you guys can always reach out to Gavin Cole. Yes, he is one half of the deadly duo. His name would be Cold Cole. That's how it goes. Cold Cole. But yes, thank you very much, Gavin. All right, you guys ready? So yes. So let's see here. So yes, it is Iron Man for our facts. All right. So the script. Hey, G-Lo, what's up? All right. So the script was not completely prepared when filming began. Since the filmmakers were more focused on the story and the action, so the dialogue was mostly ad-libbed throughout filming. Jon Favreau acknowledged this made the film feel more natural. Some scenes were actually shot with 2 cameras to capture lines. Sorry. Some scenes were shot with 2 cameras to capture lines improvised on the spot. Robert Downey Jr. would ask for many takes of one scene since he wanted to try something new. Gwyneth Paltrow, on the other hand, had a difficult time trying to match Downey with a suitable line as she never knew what he was going to say. Always. Thank you very much, buddy. So yes, Rhodey's ringtone for when Tony Stark calls him is a MIDI version of the theme music to the 1966 Iron Man cartoon. All right, there's a little fact for us. So roughly 450 separate pieces actually make up the entire Iron Man suit itself. So the montage of Tony Stark's life story was created by editor Kyle Cooper and contains real-life photos of a young Robert Downey Jr. and his father, Robert Downey Sr. Oh, there you guys go, eh? On the scene where Pepper helps Tony replace his arc reactor was filmed using a prosthetic chest joined to Robbie Downey Jr.'s own chest and projecting out at an angle. So Robert was in the back of the seat he was sitting on. A bright light was positioned, shining on the area to hide any potential edges of the fake chest piece. So a similar method was used in Star Trek First Contact back in 1996 when we first see the Borg Queen. Tony Stark's computer system is called Jarvis, which stands for just a rather very intelligent system. That's what Jarvis stands for, yes. Just a rather very intelligent system. This is a tribute to Edwin Jarvis, Howard Stark's butler. He was changed to an artificial intelligence to avoid comparisons to Batman and Bruce Wayne's butler, Alfred Pennyworth. So to prepare for his role as Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. spent 5 days a week weight training and practiced martial arts to get into shape. So Jon Favreau shot the film in California because he felt that too many superhero films were set on the East Coast, especially New York City. So yes, Stan Lee, the creator of Iron Man, had originally based Tony Stark on Howard Hughes, whom he felt was one of the most colorful men of our time, an inventor, an adventurer, a multimillionaire, a ladies' man, and finally, a nutcase. So Robert Downey Jr. further described his portrayal of Stark as a challenge of making a wealthy, establishmentarian, weapons manufacturing, hard-drinking, womanizing jerk into a character who's likable and a hero. So Paul Bettany has never seen Iron Man and is unfamiliar with plot. He said Jarvis was the easiest job ever, and it was almost like a robbery since he only worked for about 2 hours and got paid a lot of money. Then went on vacation with his wife. There's a job. It's like a dream job for a lot of people. All right, so according to Paul Bentley, he did not know which film he was working on. He merely did the job as a favor for Jon Favreau, who he worked with on Wimbledon back in 2004. So this is actually Marvel Studios' first self-financed movie. Ooh. Yes, so there are about 5 sets of armor in the film, which are actually all inspired by the Iron Man comics. So the Mark I armor, Stark's first suit, is a simple suit constructed of iron. The Mark II armor is a silver suit. The prototype Stark develops. This can also be counted as the War Machine armor, as Rhodes looks spectacularly at it. The Mark III armor is the final red and gold armor. So Jarvis first presents Mark III armor in full gold. The look pays tribute to the all-gold Golden Avenger armor that Iron Man wore earlier in his career. Jarvis later presents the armor in silver and red, making it look almost identical to Iron Man's silver Centurion armor that he wore back in the 1980s. So an earlier draft of the script had the Mandarin appear in the film re-imaged as an Indonesian terrorist. Oh, so there you go. There you go. All right, so there we go. So we got facts on Iron Man. It's more an Iron Man movie. You know, it was still facts on Iron Man. Like I said, it was all the Iron Man movie. You know, and I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna slide this in here and we're gonna write that down. So this way, you know, we'll go looking for facts for everybody. All right, so that was Iron Man. All right, so Iron Man movie. All right, Iron Man movie. There we go. All right, so this way, maybe we'll find you guys some Iron Man facts. I don't know. Trauma and problems. Always. So hello, Yvette. Hello, Rich. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for tuning in. It is our fact day. Hopefully you guys are sitting there drinking your tea, giving some props out to England and China and all the tea drinkers out there. All right, now this one's out for you, Gordo. You ready, buddy? All right. So our next set of facts, which is huge, all right, is all on the GTO. Yes. So for all my automotive MFers out there and anybody who likes cars, these are facts, and there's a ton of facts on the GTO. All right. I'm one, but tonight behaving. All right. Well, I'm glad you're behaving. Yes, there's always. That's why I try to tend to stay away from the alcohol. People just are not the same when they get intoxicated. They're not the same at all.
No.
All right. So the GTO used in the March 1964 car and driver GTO versus Ferrari GT. All right. We're going to do that again. All right. So the GTO used in the March 1964 car and driver GTO versus Ferrari GTO story was a fraud. A glorious, brilliant fraud at that, too. The Ferrari never materialized on test date, but that didn't matter. Masterminded by legendary Pontiac public relations guru Jim Wagner's, Pontiac supplied a pair of four-speed tri-power test cars. So a Nocturne blue pre-production engineering car and a regular production post-coupe in Grenadier red. What wasn't regular production was the red car's 421 engine. Josh dropped at the Daytona International Raceway test area when the red car ran from 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds and 0 to 100 in 11.8 seconds. Oddly, or not surprisingly if you know the truth, the numbers generated by the blue car's legit 348 horsepower tri-power 389 were not as good and didn't even make it to print. It took years for all the parties involved to fess up about the red car's 421 heart transplant. The net result was priceless publicly for the GTO and a major circulation boost for the then fledgling Car and Driver magazine. You're going to go watch Big Brother Canada? All right, well, you enjoy. Thank you for tuning in and getting your comment reaction in there. All right, so not published in the Car and Driver GTO versus GTO story is the fact the red car spun a rod bearing near the end of the floor test session. The important acceleration numbers had already been generated with questionable handheld stopwatches, and everybody was happy. So not to mention, no mention was made of the demise of the 421 or the 389 in print. So to get the non-operatable red car back to Detroit, Jim Wagner's flat-toed it behind the blue GTO. For sure. Definitely. We definitely should hook up for coffee for sure. And like I said, I have your prizes. So I might as well give them to you while you're in town for sure. And yes, my number is all over the place. You guys can check it on mfersmedia, mFers Live, my Facebook. I have my number all over the place. Give me a shout. All right. So making the northbound trip in January, Wagner's encountered. What was that? Was that meds?
Oh, I wonder if you went to go chew on it or get got caught around his.
Meds, come.
What happened, bud?
You all right, Bubby?
You okay, bud?
He's okay. He's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, medic just, I guess he got something caught in his teeth.
Yeah, I get all I can think about is something.
Yeah,
Went in and jammed.
Yeah, probably jammed. You all right, bud?
Okay.
Beds.
He's okay.
Where is he? Come.
Go see Uncle Mike.
Come. Huh? You okay? You okay? See, ladies and gentlemen, see medics. Okay, you all right, buddy? You gotta be careful when you chew on stuff. Okay, be careful. Okay. All right. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, medic is good. He's safe and sound. We're licking his chops, of course. Hello, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So where was I here? Oh yes. So making the northbound trip in January, Wagner's encountered snowstorms and was delayed because of the 355 one-geared rear axle, which lacked the optional safety track limited slip differential. So as such, the return trip took 10 days. So once home at Pontiac headquarters, the blue car was eventually destroyed, but the red car's wounded 421 was repaired so it could be drag raced by Wagner's and Royal Mechanic Milchschnorek on the strip and street. The red 421 powered sleeper spent more than a few nights on the Woodward Avenue. So let's see here. So this is a manifest number 79437. The official Pontiac build notes for the red car and driver GTO magazine test car states that it was built during the second week of October in 1963 with the base 325 horsepower, 389 four-barrel, wide ratio, N20 4-speed, the 3.23 to 1 axle ratio, and the metallic brakes. Though the car was billed to Royal Pontiac, it was first delivered to Pontiac Engineering, where a 421 tri-power Colestero M21 transmission and safety track differential replaced the stock drivetrain. So suitably fortified for magazine glory, it was then delivered to Royal and subsequently driven to Daytona by Wagner's for its date with Destiny. So by late summer 1964, the car had served its purpose and was placed on the Royal Pontiac sales lot as a used car with just under 9,000 miles on the odometer. So on August 24th, 1964, the car was sold to Bill Sherman, who had no idea the 421 was still under the hood. The truth came out in 1968 when Sherman pulled the motor and discovered it was no ordinary 389. So today the car has been restored complete with a 1964 421 tri-power and actually makes frequent appearances at Pontiac shows. So yes, the original car makes appearances. Oops. All right, I can't answer Facebook messages, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. It's all to the MFers right now. I'm reading the facts off. All right. So everybody remembers the Monaco Mobile, the bright red GTO, custom credited for the Monkees hit TV show by Dean Jeffries. Though a popular show car, because there were two that were eventually built, Pontiac, or more specifically program Liaison, Jim Wagner's, was not happy with Jeffries' final execution. So originally envisioned as a mildly customized 1966 GTO convertible, the resulting phantom body was too far removed from the showroom model for Wagner's taste. So making matters worse, the TV show's producers minimized the car's on-scene involvement. So the real winner was MPC, a plastic model kit maker, which sold almost 7 million 1/25th scale Monkey Mobile kits. So yes, if you bought yourself a Monkey Mobile kit, that's what they were using in a lot of the shots. So for many years, they were expensive collector items. Fortunately, the tooling was never scrapped, and the Monkey Mobile has recently been reissued at a very affordable price. All right, so this one's a personal experience by one of my fax guys, I guess. All right, okay, so this is a brief story of the 2004 GTO. Legendary Hollywood icon Dennis Hopper. Ooh. So an inadvertent insult and a very awkward photo session. So when the 2004 GTO arrived on the scene, Pontiac produced placement folks worked hard to get plenty of media exposure. The USA Network produced a made-for-TV movie called The Last Ride, starring Dennis Hopper. And the producers put it in its motion picture debut, the 2004 Pontiac GTO. So West Hollywood movie premiere on assignment by Tom DeMauro, editor of High Performance Pontiac magazine. So after Dennis Hopper and the rest of the cast arrived in a trio of black 2004 GTOs with a police motorcycle escort, of course, it was arranged to take pictures of Hopper posing with the new GTO to support his story. So frankly, he looked pretty rickety that day, and I sensed that he wasn't walking well. I told him how I'd like to see him pose with the car. I'd like it if you could crouch down and put your arm over the hood of the car, like it's your buddy. But if your knees aren't up to it, you can stand. So you could plainly see that he was walking with difficulty and thought he was being compassionate. So he glared at him and stood by the car silently. So pictures were snapped, and after a few minutes were done.
The monkey mobile you're just talking about.
And of course, the studio audience has to sit there and pull up the monkey mobile.
This
on
is it restored.
That's the restored version, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that would be the original motor that they had in it.
Yep.
That he didn't know was actually under that hood for 4 years. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? You're driving around this car and not realizing the motor you have underneath that hood is actually better than you thought it was. But yeah, so you can actually see his expressions in the photo and feel the stink eye. So he was gone exactly 6 years and 2 days later, passing on May 29th, 2010, from complications of prostate cancer. Dennis Hopper was 74 years old. All right, so contrary to popular belief, the 1964 hit single GTO was not performed by the Beach Boys or Jan and Dean, though it is known that Jim Wagner's wanted the Beach Boys for the song. It was instead performed by a group of Nashville studio musicians who were given the name Ronnie and the Daytonas. The song reached number 4 on the Billboard survey in September 1964 and sold more than 1.25 million copies. Jan and Dean did sing a Pontiac-themed ballad called My Mighty GTO on the Liberty label, which the record number is 55704, so you guys can actually check that out. And you can find it on the flip side of The Little Old Lady from Pasadena. Yeah. So as part of their contract with Screen Gems, each cast member of the hit TV show The Monkees was given a new Pontiac GTO for personal use. So Michael Nesmith, the tallest monkey, got some unwanted publicity after being stopped on the Hollywood freeway doing 125 miles per hour. And guess who his passenger was? His passenger was none other than Jimi Hendrix.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so the fabled Tiger button exhaust system of the 1970 was not an exhaust bypass device akin to open headers. Rather, the VOE, which is the vacuum-operated exhaust, option delivered a pair of 2-speed mufflers with hinged internal baffles. So offered as UPCW73, a vacuum-operated motor toggled the articulated baffles between the standard layman's exhaust tone and the more aggressive sound produced by stock GTO mufflers. Forget lore claiming the VOE to be a true muffler cutout system. It just wasn't so. So a total of 233 GTOs were equipped with the VOE in 1970. 212 coupes and 21 convertibles. So today, a reproduction of the VOE systems are available from the GTO restoration supply industry. Ironically, Ram Air 3 and IV GTOs were not available with the VOE because the mufflers were already of the high flow variety. So Pontiac had high hopes for the VOE option and even produced a 60-second TV spot depicting it in action. In the commercial, a silver 1970 GTO hardtop slowly cruised through the parking lot of a drive-through hamburger joint at night. Faces turn as the driver, looking cool and collected, reaches down and pulls the control knob. The already potent exhaust note increases to a rhapsody burble as more heads turn. The commercial ends with the words, "The humbler is here." This is the way it's going to be, baby. And yes, you guys can actually go check that out on YouTube. Yes, there it is. Go check it out. It was in, I'll give you the exact year. All right, so I'm assuming that would be 1970. So 1970 commercial, ladies and gentlemen, yes. 1970 GTO hardtop commercial, all right? And you guys, like I said, you guys can always go check that out yourself. All right, so the 1970 VOE wasn't Pontiac's first dual mod exhaust system either. A decade earlier, Pontiac offered cast iron exhaust cutouts as part of the nascent Super Duty program for NASCAR and drag race applications. So approximately the size of a grapefruit. The cutouts were flanged at both ends to bolt between the exhaust manifolds and head pipes. So on the side was a removable bolt plate, which allowed the escape of exhaust gas without the back pressure caused by the rest of the dual undercar exhaust system. Hello, Lydia. Thanks for tuning in. All right, it did take a lot, but we are on the last fact, all right? All right. So unlike the automated VOE of 1970, Super Duty drivers had to get out and reach 2 feet under the car to access the caps. So not too cool at the drive-in. So Pontiac devised several Super Duty exhaust cutout configurations between 1959 and 1963, some of which were cast aluminum for the ultimate in weight savings. Yes. So instead of iron, they used aluminum, which was a lot lighter. All right, so let's see, where did the pens go? All right, so we're going to throw this in here. Those are actually some nice facts. So hopefully all my car-loving MFers out there got to see. Thank you to all you guys. All right, we had some comics. We had bats, right, which are animals. All right, we had Chernobyl. It's kind of like sciencey, I guess. And then we had Iron Man, the Iron Man movie, which is for our comic fans out there. And, of course, then we got the GTO. All right, for all my car-loving MFers out there. All right. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's not bad. It's not bad. February. Oops. I have this all in the wrong one, don't I? I do. Yes, I have totally the wrong one. Oh, I might have to go through. Oh, I think I did. I put them all in the wrong order. No, these are, maybe I have them right now. All right, okay, so now I gotta go find everything. Let's see here. So, no, these are all Marches. These are all Marches facts. These are all Marches facts. So I have to go through everything again. Look at that. But yes. So, yes. So what is this one? Oh, that's why. That's the March facts. So why is that there? All right. Oh, and I just knocked over Nacho. I'm sorry, Nacho. I'm so sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to knock you over, but all right. So these are March ones. So, okay, so I stopped in a March 8th one. See, ladies and gentlemen, see, doing the facts, and I realize when I'm looking at the dates. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. These are dates were wrong. All right, so this is Marches. All right, so now we got to pull this open. All right, now we got to. All right, let's see how far back we have to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can find facts with some dates on it here. All right, so there's February's. Let's see, we got more February in here? No? Do you believe I have one February fact in there? All right, so that makes more sense because, let's see if I can find the page back one. All right, so yes. All right, here we go. Yes, some more. Okay, here we go. All right. There we go. Look at that. All right. So let's ooh. 1 month of facts, ladies and gentlemen. Look how thick that is. Check that out. These are all the facts, and that's just on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, so I'm gonna definitely have to rearrange the writings of everything down here. All right, so now this, okay, so that's March. All right, so this is February's. Because, yes, the original MF ran out of ink. And I might have to go get more already. And I haven't even got a chance to print out all the facts that we've done, that we've read off during our time of having no ink. All right, so I'm sorry, buddy. I know. Here you go. Okay, I'll put you back here. How's this, guy? You hold that. You guard that too. Okay, I'll wear this one, right? And yes, thank you again to CD and Clothing Connection for the spot on toque, buddy. For sure, I was wearing this the other day when I was wearing my Evil Ebenezer sweater. Yeah, SGK for life. Yeah, got Mercury's and Prada, and got all of them, and of course, Evil. Cannot for Evil. Evil Ebenezer's the bomb. And of course, their newest member, Little Windex. And that guy is hilarious. He is. And like I said, I still to this day, still deal with it. People are like, how can you handle that guy? I don't know who can live with that guy. I don't know how to, especially when I sit there and go, well, the woman that's in the videos, that's his wife. Well, how can a girl like that be there? And I'm like, wow, because that's not actually who he is. It's not who the guy is. Okay, Little Windex is the character that was created by a very talented young man by the name of Dylan. All right, and it flew. It did. It totally blew up out of the water, and everybody started falling in love with this character of Little Windex. All right, and yes, I do listen to his music, and it's hilarious. It is. I love watching his music videos too, because those are really funny. Because, like I said, it's kind of hard to take a man seriously when he's got like these wigs with these like braids almost.
Cheesies.
Like, yeah, people describe them as cheesies. It's a wig. It is totally a wig. But yeah, he wears it underneath his hat. He's got the sunglasses on. He wears very vibrant colors and stands out. Exactly. And like I said, I love Little Windex. The guy is hilarious and totally amazing. Oh, look at that. Hello, Pat. Ghost Pat's with us. How you doing, buddy? How are you? Ooh. You got to come down. You're going to have to come guest with us. Yeah. Because come on. Nacho's a pretty cool guest. He is. He's very quiet. I have to do all the talking. Yeah. So he's kind of like, he's like here, like just trying to look good. That's what he's doing. He's sitting, looking good. But at least with you, Pat, we get to sit and actually interact. You read facts with me, but he won't. He won't read it. I came in at the wrong time. Just a little bit, buddy. Since we have like just under 3 minutes left, we've read off some really cool facts. Like I said, we did facts on bats today. We did facts on Iron Man today. What else did we do facts on? Oh, yes. We did facts on Chernobyl. And then we just did a whole whackload of facts on the GTO. So, yes. Like I said, it's pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of facts for that one. It's like 11 pages that I got to read out of facts. And there was no big words. Don't worry about it. But yes, studio door is always open, ladies and gentlemen, always. If you guys ever want to come sit and guess with the original MF, or by all means, come sit and guess with me. But yes, Little Windex, the next time I come, we got to, for sure, we'll definitely talk about Little Windex, dude. I love the guy. I do. I think he's hilarious. And it's a very cool character that he came up with. And I'm glad that the character caught on and that fans are really adoring the character of Little Windex. So hopefully it will go pretty far. Do a PG show and talk wrestling and stuff. Talk wrestling and stuff. Well, maybe. Maybe. I was thinking of, I actually been in works of trying to put together a little MFer show so that the little MFers can tune in as well. But I just don't know if it's going to be live action or if it's going to be kind of like a cartoon style. Still working in the process of that. But yes, definitely read more. I messed up. What? I know you can't. I know you can't. I totally, like I said, it'd be totally interesting to have a debate about the character of Little Windex. Because like I said, I think he's a really funny character. The music videos are hilarious. The little skits that he does are funny. Like honestly, I'm really glad that Dylan's really not like that character in real life. Because, yeah, I would totally understand. But yes, like I always say, guys, it's always great to see here. I have a little Sayer piggy bank. Oh, a little Sawyer piggy bank. That's cool. That is. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to that time. We actually just hit that time. We did. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all coming in, tuning in, listening to the facts, and listening to me just rant and just go on. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ever want to come sit, chill with the original MFer? It's always a great time. Ask every guest that I've had so far. They'll tell you. It's pretty cool hanging out with me. All right, yes. So we have gotten to that time. 100% get it, and it's a gimmick, and hey, it sells. Exactly. Like I said, I gave him total props that he was able to come up with a character that sold, that people really enjoyed. But yes, so to all out there, I know that you do watch, you may not comment, you may not react, but always remember your time, and I want all my MFers out there to remember that as well, because you know what, each and every last single one of you, I need you guys, I want you guys, okay, because without you, MFers Live would not be where it is today. We would not be having our very first huge event. Yes, and it's all because of all the MFers out there, all across Canada, across the states, all across the globe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, thank you so much. It's been a great year so far. It has. We're handing out over 200 prizes within a year. We only need 93 more followers, ladies and gentlemen, and we will hit our other milestone of 500 followers. So invite your friends, tell them to come check out. Like I said, they want to get a chance to win some free stuff. All they do is just jump in and do a comment or reaction. The name's entered twice for every stream. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you get back there and hit every stream. We're on the 29th. So you have them from the 1st to the 29th. Make sure you go through each one and leave a comment and a reaction, and your name will be entered twice. Because, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have left is Friday and Saturday left. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing the names and handing out a whole bunch of prizes. So, yes, remember, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in. Same MF for time. Same MF for channel. Keep spreading the peace, love, positivity. Come on, give me those selfies in. Come on, Nacho wants some selfies. Come on. We even got a new selfie in there from Mr. Jones. Go check it out. Go check out the MF for selfies for 2018. He's the newest photo in there. Yes, you see Mr. Jones, and it's like his hands at the side, and he does it all the time. He does this all the time. It's really awesome, amazing. Can't wait till we get to hang out with him. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow. And yes, before I leave, like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a hard time looking at yourself in the mirror and saying it, I'll say it to you. And you know what? I'll say it to you until I'm blue in the face, all right? If you're watching me live right now, or if you're watching me on a rerun, all right? You just got to remember those two simple words. Yes, right, Nacho? Those two simple words. Yes. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how bad you think your day's getting, just always remember that you, yes, you matter, because you do. All right? And you, each and every last single one of these, matter greatly to me. And if you guys ever need to reach out, I'm always there. All right? You guys have yourself a great, beautiful, positive night. I'll see you all tomorrow. All right? Peace, love, and positivity, y'all.
Off mute.